Welcome in, Chiefs Kingdom, to Cheifs Latest, your one-stop spot for everything Kansas City Chiefs in 15 minutes or less. It is your host, Calvin Silvers. Happy Tuesday. We got a long week. We got to wait all the way till Monday night till we get to see our Chiefs back in action. But Andy Reid, he's starting off the week hot. He had a pretty, I want to say crazy quote, but one that had me kind of scratching my head. I'm going to dive into it all, but before I do, you guys know the drill. It's no secret. It does not matter what platform you're listening on. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications because we have daily, that's right, daily videos here at Cheifs Latest, Monday through Friday. It's week 5, folks. Trade deadline, a little ways down the road, but it's going to come up here very quickly. What moves are the Chiefs going to make? You're not going to want to miss any of the news, rumors, or actions regarding this team, so please hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications as it not only helps me in the channel, but it's going to help you stay up to date with everything Kansas City Chiefs. Well, we could see some future shakeups here in Kansas City with the roster because they're going to bring 3 specific players back that weren't available to us the first 4 weeks. Those players include Najee Johnson, the cornerback, tight end Jake Brenningstool, and of course, offensive tackle Ethan Driscoll. They're all eligible to return in Week 5 after battling injuries. Johnson was sidelined by that shoulder injury from the preseason game against the Seahawks. He could juice up an already improved cornerback room throughout the season. He was pegged as a starter, but no Williams. He's been a revelation. He has something to say about that. The rookie, now get these numbers. I get it, small sample, but just listen to me. Posted a 92.3 PFF defense grade and a 93.7 coverage grade, allowing just 2 catches on 8 targets over 40 snaps. That's a 25% completion rate and a 39.6 passer rating against. That's top among corners. Again, small sample. But if he's doing this in a small sample, I can only imagine what he would do with more opportunities. Williams' rise might push Josh Williams to special teams permanently. That's where he is right now. Or physically out the door. While a strong Johnson return could make him a trade piece by November. The Chiefs could see what they got there. Williams fits well with his press man leverage. He shuts down the quick slants. But not only that, he can stick with his man. Go ahead, put McDuffie to the slot. That's where he's going to dominate. And then back to tight end, Brenningstool's back from a hamstring injury. And though he's no Kelsey by any means, probably not even a Noah Gray, he could at least add a spark. Kelsey snaps hit a 2025 low of 66%. Again, small sample. We've only played 4 games, but this has been a trend. He started week 1 at 84% of the offensive snaps. And now, after week 4, he's gone down to 66%. Reid said that's, quote, probably a good area for load management. So that means Noah Gray's up to 56% of snaps, but had just 1 catch for a yard. He's not really living up to that hype right now. So Kelsey's snap count is going down. Noah Gray's is rising, but he's not really doing much. So you might either have to give Kelsey more snaps or find another spark. And then Ethan Driscoll, with only a couple appearances in his career, he might spell the right tackle rotation. But with our line's inconsistency, I'm not holding my breath for a big impact from him. But again, with the inconsistency, he might be able to find a rotational spot, but I doubt it. But really, Johnson and Brenningstool could deepen this roster, but no Williams breakout. Kelsey's reduced snaps. It signals that there's going to be some shakeups that might force Veach to make calls, tough calls, before the trade deadline. All right, let's get into that quote I was talking about with Andy Reid and how it had me kind of questioning my head because, yes, I get it. I talk about the run game a lot on this podcast, but we finally got a pulse in that Ravens game, that smackdown on Sunday, but I'm still questioning the backfield as a whole. History's got a funny way of repeating itself. Like when Isaiah Pacheco took over as a 7th rounder back in 2022, and now rookie Brashard Smith, picked 228 in this year's draft, is turning heads. Yeah, he was getting some attention before, but finally got to showcase something to us. Played 19 snaps against Baltimore, up from 21 total in the first 3 weeks. He turned 4 carries and 3 catches into 36 scrimmage yards, plus had a 34-yard kick return. He's not a barn burner, but the kid's got some potential written all over him. And Andy Reid's hyping him up, saying that they're, quote, trying to increase his play time. Kareem Hunt's 1 touchdown and short yardage grind, it's just not doing it really for us. It's not doing it much anymore. And I have a, potential addition that we could add that would help with that, but I'll get to that in a second. And Pacheco just lacks that angry, explosive runs that we used to love. They're just not there anymore. I've been advocating for some of these trade rumors, including Kamara, Achane, but Reid's presser made it clear that he's cool with this group, saying, quote, the more these guys play together, it should improve, end quote. So he's banking on reps, not an addition, not a roster shakeup in the running back room. The Chiefs hit 118 rushing yards against Baltimore, but Xavier Worthy led with 38 on 2 carries. And Mahomes still is your leading rusher overall for the team. That can't be happening. This team ranks 19th at 110.5 yards per game. I don't think that's Super Bowl caliber. Now we got the Jags coming up, 4th ranked run defense, allowing just 82.8 yards per game. I don't like them waiting for us next. This could be the wake-up call that Reid needs to see that this running back room isn't built for the top-ranked run defenses in the league. His faith in Smith and this crew is bold. I like that he has faith, but it's bold. You can't be leaning on Mahomes' legs again. He's not durable enough to keep that up all through this run until January, till February. It's a risky blueprint. And I'll tell you what, the blueprint is not good for January. So Reid can be pleased, yet I'm still kind of scratching my head. So I still think that we need to look at some kind of addition, even if it's not a big splashing name like Achane or Kamara. And that's where someone like Miles Sanders could be the guy to light it up. I don't think I've stressed enough how much that we've relied on Mahomes and his legs. And the thing is, I don't mind relying on it in certain instances because he can make things happen, but he can't be your leading rusher right now. But again, let me try to get this through your head. He's leading the NFL in quarterback rushing yards, and he's on pace for over 700 yards this season. That's way above his career 319 average. We're overusing him. So enter Sanders, former Eagles second rounder, who's now in Dallas splitting time. But he's still averaging a juicy 6 yards per carry. His burst on outside zone runs, his vision on gap schemes are still there, even at 28. And he's pretty solid in pass protection. So he could hold up blitzes for Mahomes' quick passes that we saw against Baltimore. His hands are still reliable. Get him in some screens, get him in some checkdowns. Makes him a perfect third down or at least a change of pace back to complement who they like, Smith now, and want to get more reps to, and Pacheco, who they just can't get rid of right now. They seem to love him. So at under $1 million cap hit, get him on a 1-year deal, he's a low-risk add, likely costing just a late 6th-round pick, maybe 7th-round pick. Reid's all in on his current crew. I get that. But Sanders' addition doesn't feel like too much of a stretch, even if he's not the same guy from Philly. This isn't a Kamara-level splash, I get that. But it's the kind of savvy move that Beach could pull to at least help keep Mahomes upright with his pass protection. This season, he's had 20 carries for 117 yards, 1 touchdown, and a 49-yard run. That was the longest of the season that he's had. He has the quick feet. He has the mental discipline to wait for the lanes, especially behind some good blocking. He can still shake over pursuing second-level defenders. He does have some subtle body lean still to him. He still has that sidestep agility. But his ability to constantly shred defenses on wide zone plays, that's not there for him anymore. That's not really part of his game. So Sanders, he could ease Mahomes' rushing. Please, someone do it, because what we have right now, it's not doing that. Add some versatility to a stagnant backfield. But if Reid's too comfy with his guys, we might miss a chance to boost this offense before the trade deadline. And that's kind of where I'm a little nervous because I think that is one position that you really need to at least look into adding a piece. But besides all that, let's end on a positive. Let's go back to Xavier Worthy, who, again, brought the juice against a depleted, I get it, depleted Ravens defense. But I'm still glad that we finally saw something within the passing game. His 83 yards on 5 catches, 38 yards on 2 carries, we talked about that earlier, just shows that that torn labrum really isn't slowing him down. He's even said that himself in his own words in the postgame. He said, once I got tackled, I knew I was good. So that put any injury, fears to rest. His vertical stretch, it opened the second level. Kelsey got to eat. He hauled in 5 passes on 5 targets. Juju Smith-Schuster, he ate as well. He grabbed 4 for 36 yards and a touchdown. That second level was wide open. That explosiveness is a game changer from Worthy. And with Rashee Rice back in 2 weeks from suspension, whew, oh boy, this offense could be scary. Add Hollywood Brown, Tyquan Thornton. Hopefully they can keep their foot on the gas, especially Thornton. And we're looking at a pretty loaded attack, especially for Mahomes, who was at least connecting on some deep balls on Sunday. But here's the real test. The Jags defense in Week 5, rocking a 78.2 PFF grade, that's the 4th best, and a 76 coverage grade, that's the 3rd best. So unlike Baltimore's half-missing defense, Jacksonville's no joke right now. And it'll show if Worthy's fully back to top form on Monday. But yeah, those deep routes hopefully force those safeties to cheat deep, create some space again for Kelsey, get those chains moving, let Juju eat again, or hey, just have all the attention go to Worthy and let Thornton just go deep. With those jet sweeps that we were seeing, it's going to catch the eyes of the linebackers. So Worthy's return is already unlocking this offense, but facing Jacksonville's elite defense, it's going to be a tougher challenge than the success that he had last week. Well, that is all that I have for you on this lovely Tuesday. Let me know in the comments if you would like an addition at running back or if you're good with what we have right now. Like I said, I want Smith to be more involved. I just don't know if we can fully trust him yet. I wouldn't mind just a quick splash, 1-year name that could help us come playoff time. You are listening to Cheifs Latest. Once again, I am your host, Calvin Silvers. And until next time, have a good one.